That includes a huge middle-class tax cut, something that he campaigned on last cycle and said he wanted to do, and then really, didn't do it when it was put in front of him.
Months of debate finally ended this morning with Governor Evers signing the state budget into law at his office in the Capitol. But it's not without some changes. The governor using his powerful veto pen more than 50 times throughout the budget. Political reporter Will Keneally has more on the final details of the state budget.
I'm doing what I can to ensure that tax relief goes to working families who need help affording rising costs, not the wealthiest taxpayers in Wisconsin.
The Republican-authored tax cut wasn't targeted enough for Governor Evers, who struck out most of it through vetoes this morning. Evers wanted to cut taxes for anyone in Wisconsin making less than $100,000, but settled on this. The midpoint for Wisconsin's income tax bracket is around $27,000. He kept taxes the same for everyone above that mark and cut taxes for everyone below.
It's my belief that the middle class in the state of Wisconsin is where we should be supporting those cuts in the most efficient way possible.
Evers had to make his vetoes by each bracket, and Wisconsin's third bracket is large, including anyone making between $27,000 and $304,000 each year. Under the Republican plan that Evers gutted, the average tax cut was about $573. But you needed to earn more than $100,000 annually to see that kind of cut. Democrats argued that favored the wealthy, but Republicans say the governor's vetoes keep taxes higher on the middle class.
I mean, really 95% of the income tax cut was vetoed by the governor. That includes a huge middle-class tax cut, something that he campaigned on last cycle and said he wanted to do, and then really, didn't do it when it was put in front of him. So that's pretty disappointing. We'd rather send it back to them. And so, we'll look for ways, I think, this fall when the legislature returns to session to try to do more tax cuts.
And Republicans say they are not going to stop pushing to return that money back to taxpayers.
And even with the new budget, there's still an excess of $3 billion in the budget surplus. That's more than 500 times what the Republican budget would have had left at $6 million.